各位观众晚上好，我们今天要玩最终幻想 or as we know it in English, Final Fantasy on the NES. Hello everyone, welcome to our, hold on, I'm making sure, to our usual stream. It is indeed great to be back. And I finally not insane, either not with a destroyed voice and certainly and not on vacation. Now we have some unfinished business with Gar or the Four Fiends, and we will be doing that. But before we do that, I just couldn't leave things alone. Basically, remember that we lost we won against Warmech, but had to sacrifice our party member to do so, and therefore I reset. Let's not do that this time. Let's actually, I feel like that EXP from Warmech is too important to pass up. So let's go ahead and go deal with Warmech for reals this time, and not fight this thing. This is annoying. So we will rush to Warmech in the tower, and then we will go to we will go to the... Oh, that's weird. I've never seen that happen before. Oh, that's odd. The game crashed. Well, we were going to go up to the tower and try to defeat Warmech, but let me do that in just a moment. Oh, that is so strange. We'll see if that happens again, but this time I will go to the tent. I don't know if that's a bug. Shoot. I've never seen that happen before. I will say that I did test out the Warmech fight a little bit more before I did this. So technically this part wouldn't be blind anyway, because I do have my notes as usual. Ow. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother fighting these things. They take too much effort. It is possible to kill them. You need to use magic, but magic is a premium. Okay, this time we are going to use tent. Yeah, we're gonna just rush up to the tower. There you go. I'm not gonna deal with Chimera, so... Yeah, basically we're gonna pretty much run away from most fights, because it is a waste of our time to do so. We're just trying to keep fights to a minimum, just so we can get to Warmech with as little as possible. Vampire, that's too many. Like with large formations like this, even though vampires are pretty easy, but we'll deal with them later. I want to maximize the time we need, because we are going to finish the game today, in theory. Oh, Medusa, yuck. At least we have resistance against glance. I'm not gonna bother, this takes too much effort. Yeah. At least we don't have to get all the treasure again. Cerebus, too many. I will have to remember to cast heal, but this will make things go faster if we don't fight everything. Hopefully people start coming in, but it's okay. Cerebus, whatever. Ow. Yeah, they don't do anything. Yeah, especially fighting Catman are gonna take too long, especially like very large formations. Oh, poison. Yuck. That's no fun. That's why I have Pures for. I think we have to fight the blue dragon again, though. That one can't avoid. What the heck? Yep, here we go. Let's fight this blue dragon. Oh, whoops. I just realized I flipped the order. Oopsies. I should have, I was supposed to put Rosa. I don't know, I just like blanked for a moment. I was supposed to put Rosa in the third slot. Sorry about that. I forgot. Yeah, this should kill him. He's really not that tough. Yeah, hold on. Let me remember how to do this part. I did take a week because of I had to Singapore. It was to say goodbye to my father, who passed away on the 4th. It was, of course, it's not a great thing, but it had to be done. So that's also why it was kind of short notice. So that's kind of why it came all of a. I had to take a week break from streaming all of a sudden. But you know, this kind of stuff happens, and it's, yeah, well, what can you do? Life happens, you know. Yeah, he was already apparently, yeah, he had already been not well, so it was really unexpected, but unfortunately it's just one of those things. Alright, let me find the maps. I need to find the map. Oh yeah, wait, I have a... Wait a minute, I don't need this. I don't need to use my phone for this. I forgot. My tablet. I have this new tablet that helps out with this. If I have to... Oh, nope. Oh, nope. I forgot to charge it. Whoopsies. Oh well, we can't use this anymore. Let's just not do that. I will need to charge my tablet because I forgot it drains battery like crazy if you leave it on. So, yeah, we're gonna have to charge it now. Yeah, so that is a no-go. We'll have to use the little tiny phone again. It's okay. I have my notes on here anyway, so it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, one sec. I have way too many tabs in this thing. Yeah, almost got it. There you go. Here you go. Yeah, I needed like a second to find map for here. Let's go up. Oh, just one eye is not a big deal. I don't even need to do anything special. Yeah, wow, yeah, they're so easy now. Evil man? Oh no. Let's not deal with that. Yeah, this is why I don't want to deal with that. Not worth the time. Like, if unless it was Evil Man by himself, then I can do it. Trying to keep the damage to a minimum. Red Hydras aren't that tough, but eh. Alright, here's the most dangerous part of this journey. 1. Man cat. Dog man. Ouch. Please get me out of here. Oh. They're just gonna waste time. They all do fire too in the beginning. Don't they? Stupid. They're never gonna let me have it easy. This room is just terrible. Wizard vampire, tougher than... Maybe we can kill him? He's just 1, so this time I will actually go for him. Yeah, he's really not that tough. Cool. A lot of gold, but we don't really need that. Alright, here we are. Oh gosh. Sheesh, that scared me. I was like, crap, I haven't healed yet. Now we have a chance of running to our target. Can we do this? We have the stuff to take him down. This time we don't have to save it for a boss fight, so we can just exit the minute we're done, which is kind of useful. Now we are much more prepared. Yeah, sorry, this is going to take a little bit. I forgot I can just cure. Yeah, you want max, that's everything. Now let's see if we can find him. Find the bar. Oh, nope. Remember, it's like a 1/16 chance? Yes, it's like 10%. No, that's Naochu. Come on, Mormec. Oh, of course. Can't just let us get off scot-free. No. You're a little unlucky in terms of encounters. Come on, boy. Come on, you big boy. Nope. Cremate. I don't need a fire, but this is so annoying. Oh my goodness. Please. You guys like not do this. Oh my goodness. Hate when that happens. Yeah, the worst is the time wasted, not the actual attack. It's kind of funny. Come on, Warmech. You came out, buddy. Just one? Okay. Probably faster just to kill him. Actually, it probably won't be faster. We could have just run away. It's okay. I have money, so I don't really care how many pure heals I use. Here he is. Oh no. Jeez. That's a bad start, but that's okay. Okay. Alright, here we go. This dude. Okay, we might be able to cast Fade first, which is Holy, and then you need to use Fast on him. He won't go down that easy. I'm gonna do a lot. Oh my gosh. You need to heal like now. No, it's not enough. It's not gonna be enough, of course. Please? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Yes! There you go. Much better. Take that. 8,000. Levels for everyone. Strength, agility, and intelligence. And luck. Agility, vitality. Level 28. Strength. Who cares? And vitality. Let's get strength and luck. Oh my gosh. Yes, we finally done it. We can finally get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, we beat the Warmech. Thank goodness. We have officially beaten it this time. So, very nice. Now we just have to walk back to our... Oh, these guys, whatever. Let's just beat them up. Oh my gosh, that was scary. My Cure 3 didn't even heal Rosa all that much, so she was extremely vulnerable to Warmech, but fortunately Yang and Glenn came through and smashed that thing. Sometimes you just get really lucky like that. That fight can go, as you remember, that fight can go very south if you are not careful. Yeah, they're pretty weak, so... Alright, we're gonna go to Corneria and then buy supplies, and we are ready for the next fight. This is Provoca, I think. Here we go. First supplies, then we go to the final dungeon in the game, and it will be quite tough to get out from what I remember. Yes, I was hoping to finish that little side trip for Warmech very quickly, and we were able to succeed, so I was kind of worried we would take forever, but we were able to do it. Good times. Alright, we bought... Oh, no. We need to buy... maybe 2 pures. Poison's not really going to be a big deal anymore, but whatever. And maybe a tent, I guess. Doesn't really matter. We have so much money. Let's save, and then we are ready. At least we now have Warmech officially beaten in my game. Let us make our way to the final dungeon in the game. The Temple of Fiends once more. Remember that they were saying the light was going in there? Here it is. It's too bad they can't show it visually in the game. But in this version of the game. But let's go ahead and begin. Welcome to the Temple of Fiends again. So you might be thinking, but this dungeon's really short. How could it be that bad? It couldn't. Like, it's so small. Well, you might think that, but we will be making our way to the dungeon in the past. And how will we do that? Well, let me show you how it will be done. First, my notes. Welcome. Now you might remember that they said the warriors were turned into bats. Help! The fiend's curse turned us into bats. With the orb shining anew, once again we can speak. Yes, the crystals allow them to speak. You must travel back in time 2,000 years. Now, with the crystals shining, stand at the time gate. We are the 5 lost Sky Warriors. Remember they were mentioned being turned into bats back in not Lucan. What is the name of that town? Lefine. 400 years ago, we battled against the cause of the world's destruction. Unfortunately, they lost. Whatever. Yeah, they're gonna run away. We gain nothing out of it. That's pretty funny. But that just shows you what happens when you're just way too powerful. The 4 fiends' power is rooted 2,000 years ago. The real enemy is in that time. When the 4 orbs cover the black orb in the center of the palace, the time gate can open, or the black crystal. The 4 crystals now cover the black crystal orb. To take a step forward is to go back 2,000 years in time. And once you go 2,000 years in time, you cannot go back. So this is the point of no return. Let's begin. Alright, let's step into 2,000 years ago. Welcome to the final dungeon in the game. I don't believe you can exit. Can you exit? That would be weird, but once you're in here... Well, I did say I saved in Corneria, so in case you can. No, you can indeed exit. So, yeah, just to show you. Since we won't be using the exit spell charge anyway, so who cares? Let's just go to the time gate now. Okay, it is a little weird. You can use the exit spell to go back in time, but sorry, to go forward in time 2,000 years. But I show you that you can use the exit spell to come out if you, for instance, have forgotten something or you feel you're too underleveled. So, but at this point, we should be, being near 30, we should be more than powerful enough. We're going to be saving fast, so Red Mage level 4s will definitely be monitored. We won't be using this as very, very much at all. So, no Ice 2, but we're not going to need it. So, let's go to the down right first, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to the down right first. There'll be really, really tough enemies here, so we'll just have to feel them. Not gonna be fun. Yep, Frost Dragon. Ow. 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 We might be able to beat these guys up with just targeting one person at a time, but we'll see. Yeah, we can. Yang can kill them. Oh, fun. This is really annoying, but it just takes time. I guess I could have white-shirted, but it's okay. Feeling is more important now. At least try to keep our spirits and our HP high. Yeah, the heal staff is really useful. Let's try to undo a little of that damage. No reason to panic yet, but so yeah, this will kill them. They're not that tough anymore. Beautiful. They give lots of money, but we don't really care about that. Okay, here we are. We want to go to the stairs. Oh boy. Slime? Or I think they must be beaten by magic. Not fun, but let me see if I can figure out what to do here. Yeah, sorry, this is gonna take a while. I gotta find the thing. Final Fantasy enemies. Yes, I need to know how to beat these things. So these things are Dark Flan. They are weak against fire. So you need fire to kill them. Okay, fine. Yeah, I wish I had a flame, but do I have something like that? No, I don't think so. No, I don't want to use that. That's too valuable. So, fire 2. Yeah. Oh, he actually can kill. Shoot. No. Maybe I should use fire 3. Ow. Ow. Well, darn, I guess I don't actually need to use fire. They're really not that tough. Never mind, I overestimated their defense. We'll just use white to... Oh well, I guess sometimes they can defend. Make us harder to hit. There you go. Let's take a little bit. Yeah, Yang hits so hard that he can penetrate their defenses. And sometimes Glenn can too. Okay, now that we're past the stairs. Okay, now we need to go to... Alright, let's go in. Ooh, the bad men are here. Oh boy. These are no fun. Yeah, they're gonna hit real hard. Ow. To at least mitigate some of the damage. I'm not able to kill one of them, unfortunately. Ow. Hey, Romeo, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's nice to be back. I know, I kind of... Yeah, I was... That sickness was really bad. So it just prevented me from, like, just dreaming. Also, like, my other family... Yeah, the voice is much better now, thank goodness. It was pretty bad, I couldn't talk. So, like, I got better, like... Earlier, like, I couldn't stream because sometimes, like, things actually was basically... basically a sickness ravaged the whole family, so it's just, like... My wife was not having a good time. She really needed help. And then afterwards, I got sick with the... so I couldn't... From the same sickness, I couldn't, like, talk. So it was really sad. So it was kind of crazy. Basically, it just took so long for everyone to get better. But I think it got better, then I had to go to Singapore for my dad's... the orb... not orb, excuse me, his urn. Dropping his urn into the ocean. Ceremony. I know it's weird to say it that way, but... But that's essentially what happened. That's unfortunate, but glad everyone's better now. Yeah, me too. Nice to be able to talk. Alright, we're gonna get a fixed encounter in the minute I walk through here. Let's crush him. This phantom enemy isn't too bad. So there's no need for me to go nuts and worry about it. We'll just white cape a bit. White shirt, which will increase dodge, and then everyone just keeps go, go, go. Yeah, he's not worth worrying about. But you will see bosses in this dungeon that will definitely kick our butts if we're not careful. Is he even gonna live? No. That's what I thought. And he's worth nothing. Alright, well, we don't have to fight him anymore at least. Let's go ahead and grab the treasure chests. Money is no object. Seriously, at this point, since we have nothing to spend it on. And more money, 65,000. So if you really had anything you had left to use, you could get it to. You could get all the money from here and exit. But by the point time you're here, you really shouldn't be having trouble. A little. Oh, oops. There's a stone plate on the floor. You sense something evil. Remember this? Well, we're gonna use the loot again. And now the tomb plays, revealing a stairway. Now we can move on. Alright. Now it's on to the really fun stuff. Things are going to be quite difficult from this point on. We're going to take each floor is going to be an elemental floor. So it won't be... And there will be something waiting for us each time. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, I need to figure out where I landed. I believe it's in 4, right? No, I'm still in... No, I know where I am. Yeah. Yeah, let's get out of here. Now we need to head to the upper left. There's nothing in there, so you can safely ignore that. Frost wolves, a lot of annoying crap, but frost giants, also kind of annoying too, but I don't think I need to cast. I could cast anti-ice at this point. It's better than, what else is she gonna do with this? No, actually I just realized, I forgot. I'm way stronger. Sorry guys, this is gonna take a little bit of time. Let's all take a nap while we wait for these frost wolves to finish their attacks, because they are weak and pathetic. Yeah, I probably don't even need to cast anti-ice, to be honest. I overcompensated. I mean, to be honest, we're never going to use this spell for real in this dungeon, so I might as well do it for amusement's sake. Yeah, because otherwise these enemies are ultra easy. Okay, you should just use the heal staff, which would be more useful. Can we kill the giant in one hit? Oh my gosh. Not the only, I just wish the animations for spell casting would be a bit faster in the NES version. They were still trying to figure things out, you know. See, anti-ice is not doing anything because, frankly, they can't do much damage. Excuse me. When the lower levels, of course, you remember it was actually completely critical for us to survive. But in higher levels, I'm actually surprised they're not running away. You would think that they would run away because they're really outmatched, but whatever. Yeah, trying to make sure Monk is okay. Or Black Belt. Or not, sorry, Master. Okay. We're gonna go all the way to the left to the next stairs. Yeah, so let's go. Alright, here's another new enemy, Worm. They are nothing to worry about, from what I remember. So we will just attack them. Like, yeah, they can hit for 50 damage, but... Shrug. Yeah, as you can see, they are weak. Weakling enemies. So, nothing to write home about. Nice. We don't need to get to level 30, but we're pretty close actually. Warmech at least got us to level 28. So that is very helpful. Oh really? Oh wow, Yang did not kill the worm on a one hit. Oh well, good thing I had Lutz targeted, I guess. Well, this will kill it though. Excalibur is very useful. Wow, that sucks. Darn it. I was hoping we would get a flawless victory, but oh well. Yeah, unfortunately it's gonna hit us pretty hard, so oh well. Not this time. A little unfortunate. Yeah. I guess they got annoyed that I was saying they were weak, so they're like, oh yeah, well we can hit 100 and above. I'm like, fine, fine. You have at least some level of power. Let's see. I guess. I need to save fast, so I will not be using that at all. Life, Cure 3, Heal, no, you don't have any. Should I use Heal 1? Yeah, probably. No, that's kind of overkill for these guys. Heal doesn't see. Cure 3 I don't want to use yet. Definitely don't want to use Cure 4 if I don't have to. I want to save those for emergencies only. So we'll use the heal potions we've obtained with our hard work. Right, let's go. Alright, now that we're here, we need to, this is level 4, so we are on the earth floor. So we need to go to, there is no shortcut, so yeah, we are going to fight a certain someone. Remember that the Fiend of Earth, we shall be fighting them very, very soon. Now I'll use a white shirt because I don't want to get killed. This will allow us to dodge their physical attacks, which I believe they are good at. Ow. Ow. Oh wait, this lowers intelligence. Who cares? Intelligence is bugged, so it does nothing. Yeah, but they do hit pretty hard, so they are still not to be trifled with. Sure. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, this next fight with Lich, the Fiend of Earth, is going to be probably the most dangerous of the Fiend fights. Well, one of them. The other one is going to be another Fiend. Oh, Green Medusa. Okay, so white shirt. Yeah, at least if they just all waste their effort on Glance, then we are actually in good shape. Because they are white, because Glance is in our favor. Because we have ribbons, so we're not gonna have to worry about it. Normally it would turn people to stone, but if you have anti-stone, then they can't do that. And so they just waste the attack. Yeah, they're pretty weak too, so otherwise without Glance they're really nothing exceptionally dangerous. Yeah, they'll just fall pretty fast. I believe even with ribbon there's still a chance it will work, but I think it's minuscule. But I'm not sure. Oh, it actually got a stun off. Wow. Oh. Okay. I'll just have heal. Oh, it's not going to survive this. Excellent. Ooh, a bunch of these earth monsters. You've already faced them before, but they should be no problem at this point. Yeah, they're gonna die in like 2 seconds. But it's kind of funny to see more of them show up. They can still do a little damage, so they're not that impossibly weak. So, but they do die pretty fast now. Remember, we were grinding on their flame version of these guys earlier, and that's in the volcanoes past this point in the game. We heal. Yeah, we still got a heal, which is good. Alright. Here we are. We are now in front of the Lich. He's really tough, so we need to take him down as quickly as possible. So we will heal everyone to as high as possible so we can actually live, because he has the power of nuke. or flare, which will turn our party into smithereens, especially mages. Like, that's why, since it can do 400 above, it's pretty much imperative that we make sure everyone is okay. So let's do it. Here goes. The hardest fiend fight. Don't even bother with fast. Let's just go crazy. I believe Harm 2's the way to go for this guy. What can we do? Yeah, just go kill him as quickly as possible. And Nuke will turn you into smithereens. Yep. Ow. Please, don't die. Please. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's scary. That went as best as it could. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's heal. We got past Lich, at least. I don't have to restart the whole dungeon. And we didn't get nuked into Oblivion, so we survived. At least he nuked Glenn, or actually nuked everyone and didn't kill them, so. Oh my gosh, that is painful. Alright. Let's use heal, because 2 heals at least. Let's just speed the process along. And now we can just use regular potions. Yeah, this is annoying, but what can you do? I'm not gonna heal them to full, because you can, with the heal staff, you can do it, so you'll be okay. If you're like this now. Okay. At least Lich is defeated, so let's go to the next one. Okay. Alright, we gotta walk around clockwise. Can't see. Okay, there you go. I now know how to do it. Yeah, I know how to not waste time. Oops. Did not need to do that. Okay, there you go. Agma, nothing to write home about, so I would just use the heal staff, because I don't take it seriously. I don't think we're gonna get the heal, are we? Nope. It's pretty weak, as you remember. Should we use heal 1? Sure. That should make sure we're okay. Alright, let's walk clockwise. Alright, this will get us Red Giant and an Agama. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, Red Giants are pretty weak now. Okay. Oh, it's the weaker version of what we fought already. We grind on these guys, so they're very weak at this point. So I'm just gonna heal. I was hoping that Lutz could kill one on his own now, but he can't yet. Okay. Yeah, he can do 50 damage on Lutz, so... Oh, I forgot that it can do fire. The black shirt. Could have just used that against the Frost Wolves. It's not worth it to use non-potions. Cool. Okay, we don't want to go up quite yet. We want to go into the left room to get things. So yes, don't go to those stairs first. Let's get the treasure chest here. Okay, so there is a protect ring in this chest. So it is now time to remove the black shirt. Say, it was nice while we had free fire, but it's gonna not be helpful now. So let's get rid of it now. Goodbye, black shirt. And now we will get a protect ring. Not useful, but this will allow us to... We will ditch that too, just to make our lives easier. Don't worry, we'll get something to replace it very, very soon. Alright, let's go... Let me show you what happens as we try to get the... Grey... Oh wait, we fought this before. Nothing to write home about. This is even weaker than the worms themselves. Oh, didn't really heal much. There is a treasure chest over here. So let's go grab that now. A bunch of grey worms. Whatever. Let's just crush them. Okay, yeah, they can do a decent amount of damage, I guess. I'm actually surprised that Glenn did not kill them. So, interesting. Whatever. Nothing to say about that encounter, except not too bad. Alright, let's go grab the chip. Oh, more fires. Let's kill our grinding target, and we'll be ready to roll. We're making decent time, I guess. We won't need to do so much treasure hunting very, very soon. I don't know which would be better. These were good HP wise. Oh, we got level 29. Strength, agility, vitality. Yang will get strength and whatever, and vitality. Intelligence is broken, as you know. Luck. Rosa gains agility, who cares, and vitality and luck. And Lutz will gain strength, whatever, and vitality. I didn't expect to level up. I guess Warmech got us pretty far that way. And you now have found the katana, or the katana, depending on who you ask. Is there? Normally you would give that to someone strong, like a ninja, but it's not helpful for us, so we won't be using it. I might keep it though. Looks cool. Wow. Yeah. They're super easy. Oh. Oh, I think that's a chance for us to strike first. That was quick. Sure. We'll do that. Oh, didn't kill on one turn. Oh well. I was hoping Lutz would be strong enough, but oh well. If we can get a heal and then an attack, that would be ideal, but we may not do that. Yeah, he's gonna kill it before we can get to it. No worries. Alright, let's get out of this room. And let's go to the other room. Now that we've obtained it. And grab the... grab that treasure chest. That will be the last armor chest in the game. And that means you're done with armor for the rest of the game. No one's gonna get to use the heal. Oh well. Here we are, the last piece of armor for the game. And that means we are going to equip it. The Pro Cape will give us the last bit of armor we need for Lutz. Now he is all set to go. Let's show you off that we can get another treasure chest too. Sure. Ow. Stupid red giant. I was hoping it wouldn't hit Rosa, but oh well. Just to live with it for now. 314's okay, so... yeah, we're gonna go all the way here. All for money. We don't need it, but I might as well show you. Alright, this formation again. Nothing to write home about. We're just chilling. like a villain. Need to get rid of that before it attacks us again. Well, you got rid of that. Well, I don't get to use the heal staff, but it's fine. Since we're level 29 now, we have a good chance of taking on, since you know this is the fire dungeon, the fire floor, you know that our fiend will be Marilith again. So we're going to take her down once we find her. At least they all attacked Glenn and Yang, so... Or I think it's just Glenn. The heal staff will ensure that we are never too low. But, nah, we were not going to get to use it. Alright, let's go. We are now in front of Marilith. Let's go. Hey, Astro Stormlight, welcome, welcome. What's up, nerd? Yeah! Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Do we need to heal? I mean, she doesn't have nuke, so it's not that scary. Okay. I think we'll be okay. Let's do this. Come on, Marilith. Alright. Not Carrie is a mistranslation, as you remember, so it's gonna be Marilith. It's the real name, and she's quite tough. I will use the white shirt, and you, Lutz, have to use fast. So this is your time to use fast. Remember, you gotta save it for... You gotta save enough for the future. So we won't be using using too many of them. Yeah, because we have to save it. So we have 6 right now. So yeah, not for this one then. We're just gonna use regular attacks. Or I think I'm forgetting now. How goes the old version of Final Fantasy? Great. So far, so good. Ow. Oh, wait. This is weak. I was like, Fire 3, oh no. Oh, wait. This is weak sauce. Yeah, she didn't even need fast. Easy peasy. She's not too bad. I have the updated visuals version on my phone. Neat. Alright, well, Marilith's not too dangerous. Kraken, on the other hand, it will be tough, so... Yeah, so I didn't use it for fast for her, but I will see if we need it again. May need it against Kraken. So that won't be... Did a full playthrough once. Neat! I don't... Alright, let's see. Alright, where are we now? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well, just lots of annoying crap, so let's take care of these guys. It's not, they're nothing dangerous, it's just a lot of stuff. We'll use Zeus. This will take care of... I don't know if they're weak against ice or lightning. I think it's mostly lightning, so they should go down pretty fast. Got most of the way for FF2 on your phone. Yeah, Final Fantasy... Anyway, in any case, Final Fantasy games do play well on phones, now that I think about it. Because, like, since they're not... Especially the turn-based ones in particular, because if you don't need reflexes, then with a phone, you just like tap in the command. It's not that bad. So nice. I have not beaten FF2. That's another one I want to play through. At least for this game, I've gone past the point where I ended in my childhood, which is when we got Bahamut. FF2 is one of those things, yeah, you need to really know, or at least it's really hard unless you know how to use it, how to handle its leveling system. So yeah, it's kind of a pain, I know. Alright, how do I do this? Okay, I see. So we go here, oops, too far. The system is super cheesable, but cheesy game is kind of boring in my opinion. Yeah, you don't want to... Yeah. Making the game ultra easy wouldn't be much fun either, to be honest. Again, okay. Well, guys, we can now go get a coffee, because this is going to take a while. Yeah, that's the problem with big formations. It's not even that they're dangerous, because they're not at this point in the game. But, like, they just take forever, you know? Oh, well. We'll use Thor Hammer and Zeus Gauntlet, and it will just tear them apart. So, while we're talking about this, yeah, like, I think one of the hard parts is that for an FF2 playthrough, I feel like I would need to prepare a bit more, because, like, there's a lot of, like, you really have to know the system. It's better to know, you'll have a better time if you know the system, otherwise the game will be really, really hard. And I'm kind of like, ugh. I'm like, doing that level of preparation or doing the grinding, it's kind of not exciting to me. But I don't know, maybe I would want to play it. I don't know if I play the NES version or the later versions. The later versions appear to be, at least from what I've heard, are better. At least they're more manageable, so I don't know. I'm playing FM1, I figured would be manageable. Yeah, HP defense only going up when you can get stuck late game after when you spend most of the time trying to one-shot things and not get hit. Oh, when you get hit, can suck late game when you spend all the time just trying to one-shot things and not get hit. Yeah, exactly. You have to play the game really unintuitively to deal with it. It's kind of lame. We have enough Pures to cure Rosa. And then let's get Rosa back into her spot. Yeah, it is unfortunate our equipment doesn't block poison, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. Let's get Yang into good shape. My entire team became glass cannon. I know, that's kind of scary actually. It's like, oh no, they'll die in one touch. Alright. Oh, Wizard Sahagin. I killed things in one turn. Or died one turn. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Okay, these great sharks are whatever. Wizard Sahagin are not a big deal at this point in the game. Let's just tear them apart with Zeus gauntlets. This is the water floor, as you know, so that's why we're running into all the water. So that means you know Kraken is on this floor, so... Fun stuff. Yeah, they're... Water enemies at this point in the game are not... I don't think there's anything really dangerous. The lobster, I guess. Like, the lobsters in numbers can do damage. But, like... on their own, they're pretty weak. Wizard Sahagins are no big deal at this point. Yeah, they just really hate Yang right now. I was like, I did one small part if you don't mind. A not really spoiler. Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. It's not a big deal. I've kind of heard an entire playthrough of the game. Well, not an entire playthrough, but I kind of know a little spoilers about the ending of the game. Yeah, let's just heal and just kill them. Can we get a heal staff? Thank you. I don't think that's going to heal Yang enough, but at least he'll get Lutz out of trouble for later when he has to fight more. He has to fight stronger enemies. They actually do give a decent amount for what they are. Yeah, I need a heal. But you just spend most of the game with 3 people and the 4th cycle gets rolled over new people. The last one you get for the party can start with way lower skill stats. Oh yeah. Oh yep, I heard about that too. I know who that the character is, so yep. Not fun. Yeah, because it's like is a revolving door of characters on the 4th. It's not really a spoiler because like you'll figure it out very quickly. Okay, did want to tell you if you did want to know though. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for asking though. I appreciate it. Alright. We're going to well, let's take care of these guys first. Then we can deal with I'll tell you what we're gonna do against Kraken. Yeah. But yeah, if you've played FF2, you'll know what Astro Stormlight's talking about, of course. Yeah, FF2 is very interesting. I think, like, a lot of it people say, or like, I believe it is kind of like the prototype for the Saga series, because the creator of Saga worked on FF2 first to get his feet wet before he created the Saga series, if I'm not mistaken. So some people say that it's kind of like a prototype for the Saga series that's also handled by Square. But I'm not particularly familiar with that series, so don't quote me on this one. All right, we're going to be fighting Kraken really soon, so he is not fun to deal with, so we will not take him lightly. I'm going to use heal again. Yeah, I'm running low on potions. Dang. Talking about, are you ever going to start Legend of Dragoon? I actually want to do it this year. I feel like it's time to, like, I need something to round this out, because we will be kind of jumping between. Oh yeah, you're not the only person who has recommended it to me, trust me. So, I really do want to get to it, because I have put it off for a very long time. And many translation is iffy, but the going to overstone story is great. That's, yep. I've not heard about translation, but it's good to know that too. We'll probably be trying to take a guess at what. Alright, but that's before that. Let's begin. It is time to fight the Kraken. Oh boy, this guy can kill you. So we will not take. We will cast. Use the white shirt to increase our movement. Our chance of getting hit, because getting hit by all of his tentacles is terrible. So we do not want that. Oh, it hits. Ah, crap. I was hoping not. Shoot. Wow, we got really unlucky. And unfortunately, as you know, life cannot be used in battle, so we're just gonna have to soldier on without him. We will have to life him after this, and that means he will be behind levels, but we'll just deal with it. At this point, we don't have to worry too much about level sync, because we are in good enough shape to finish the rest of the game. I don't think we'll get to level 30 anyway, so that would take way too much grinding. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to avoid, but it's really hard, so. Okay, you need to cast fast on. Just attack him at this point. There is nothing else we can do. It really sucks because he is. Kraken! Okay, he'll need to hit 3. We were really unlucky, unfortunately. So, yes, okay. Yeah, and I was worried about that fight. Lich we got away with murder, but we did get away with murder this time. It's only 666 EXP. It's not the end of the world. So, okay, let's use life to get your boy back up. Alright, so we will need to really heal him up. That sucks to lose 600 It's only 600 EXP, so as you see, even regular battles are like giving more than that, so he's not incredibly behind, even if we were concerned about level sync. Okay, well, you're not gonna use a lot of this, so Fire 2, Lightning 2, so let's use your Cure 2s, Lutz, and then get Yang back up to speed. Yeah, whatever. We're not going to use Fire 2 and Lightning 2 at this point. Yeah, you couldn't... And unfortunately, Kraken was not weak against Lightning, so... In that form, so unfortunately we won't be able to... We wouldn't have been able to exploit that. Okay, so... That does suck for everybody, but, you know... At least we survived. The most important thing. So the translation is mostly fine, but simply you go how, and if you read it 2 or 3 times, understand. Yikes. That's a little unfortunate. It's almost like you want the script, the Japanese script too. At least we're done with Kraken. He's, as you saw, he's pretty dangerous. Not fun. It's still great though, so yeah, it's no problem. I will definitely check it out. Alright. We are now, remember Tiamat was the last. So, if you go to the right, you will fight Tiamat quickly. So, we will not go there yet. We have a little bit of... Yeah, I didn't want to this is not restartable, like, at this point. What I mean is, like, there is no need to worry about restarting. Let's just go get the last chest. And the last... And fight the last fiend, Tiamat, which is the air. So we'll be fighting a lot of the enemies we saw in the floating castle. Like, well, these things. Air. They should be no problem for us now. We are 1 level above. Oh, what do you think of doing the Trails here? Trails in the Sky of Cold Steel. I am really hesitant, not because they're bad games, and I have played Trails of the Sky on stream, but that was only in Chinese. Only as part of a Chinese stream, so it was not a English stream. So if you try to look up if you look at the archives of it, you won't be able to understand unless you're like a Mandarin speaker. But I think the only reason I'm so hesitant is because they're so dialogue heavy, and it just feels like it will take forever to do it on stream or to try to read a lot. But I mean, granted, the voice actors read most of it for you, depending on which versions of the game you're playing. So they're really dense. It's really dense material. So I don't know. And not to mention, I haven't started in English. So would I be playing Trails in the Sky? Should I continue in Chinese instead? I really haven't. It's really kind of the weird. I'm in a weird spot where I can't determine what I want to do with it. But maybe it would be because, yeah, like I just don't have enough of a Chinese audience to justify doing an entire Chinese stream nowadays, especially with how little time I have to. I know that's the sad part. It's just like life makes it harder to like find time to stream. So they didn't have the remaster have a lot more video work in them. Yeah, I heard so. Also, not going to do anything, so don't worry about it. In case you're wondering for everybody else watching what against these rock golems, but like, yeah, there's just a lot of the script's just huge. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. Like the English translation's a little, like, in my opinion, based on what I've seen, I think the Chinese translations are better, but I mean, it should be fine. I don't know. We could do, I mean, yeah, we could do the thing where, like, instead of playing FC again, or, like, I had the Vita version, so I have FC in Chinese, so... Oh, yeah, that's true, I forgot. Would it be better to just, at that point, would that be better for the English speakers? Oh, Zombie Dragon. Ooh, these things are going to be tough on their own, but... the Wizard Vampire on its own is not gonna really be a threat. Yeah. They're tougher than the regular vampires, but otherwise they're whatever. Zombie dragons are not a big deal anymore. They were, but now they are not. I think they are fine, except for some really terrible Olified that Genesis did for political reasons. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, of course they're going to work off the script from Exceed long ago, so... I do not know how much they changed for the remake, so I have no clue. Yeah, it would be interesting to... I do know they're pretty much going to do the entire Sky trilogy as a remake, so... Maybe we would stream it that way, so we're not retreading old ground. And I guess for the English... viewers, it's new material, because I've never done Trails in English. Well, no, I'm just like... So, since it was essentially already done with the translation. Yeah, exactly. It should be pretty much this. I don't think the script will deviate very much at all. Yeah, using the heal staff to get in some heals to get us back up to speed in terms of HP. Yeah, because wizard vampires are no big deal. Yeah, so... Oh, right, makes sense. For continuity purposes. Alright, let's continue on. Let's go down here and grab the last treasure chest of the game. I know it's so weird to say that there's literally no more treasure chests, but that is the case. Excuse me, I otherwise squeaked there. This will give us a chance to heal everyone back up. So, yeah, it really sucks that Yang got killed by Kraken, but that could happen. So, unfortunately, that's just the nature of that fight. Someone would say that would allow one to advocate for you playing this game on emulator, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. The feats don't give that much EXP. It's not like missing EXP from Warmech, for instance. That really sucked, so that's why I redid the Warmech fight. Because like I just did not felt like that gives you such a huge boost in EXP that it's completely worth it to just do it again. Alright, here's the Masamune. Masamune, sorry. Not, or it's called the Masamune, but it's the Masamune. So, we are going to give this Masamune temporarily to the White Wizard. So you can use it for her. Yeah, we're not gonna... We have the Katana, that's not really gonna do anything. I forget exactly why. I think it gives a nice boost or something, but anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna throw away the Masamune. And then eventually we will give the Masamune to other people, to Lutz later on, but not right now. Let's continue on, because we don't need Thor's. Yeah, these heirs are actually the kindest they could give us. Giving us other things would have kind of sucked. As you can tell, this is the wind floor. Sorry, it's not the air floor. Wind. I'm surprised that did not kill, but okay. They have a little more HP than I thought. I guess they have like just like 10 more HP than Lutsk. So it's a little unfortunate they damaged him. But yeah, that's like, yeah, Trails is just intimidating only because of the sheer size of the script. They're very, very text-heavy games. Even with the reading, it's just like, it just would feel really long. Chinese by Chinese stuff, you've done Dynasty Warriors Origins, nice. ROTK 14, neat. Trail's so good though, exactly. I mean, they're very well-built worlds for sure. They have a lot going for them. I'm just like, it just feels like for a stream, it's a stream fast enough, I guess. But I don't know. Well, I'm gonna contemplate on it some more. There's a lot of series I want to get through as well, even though Trails is really good. I can vouch for it, having played. Anyway, we're going back to the beginning, by the way. Now we can go. Now that we have the final chest, we can gain the final weapon of the game, the Masamune. We can go fight Tiamat, who's very dangerous too, but mercifully not as dangerous. Yeah, these guys are whatever. There'll be times to talk to you about Lowell. I randomly took up to say hello to them. Yeah, that's true. Probably would. At least they're a very dedicated fan base for sure. Romance of the Three Kingdoms history is fun. A lot of course, obviously, Romance of the Three Kingdoms itself is kind of okay. Like the actual work is kind of historical fiction, as far as we know. But I mean, I've never actually played any of those games, so I'm really not familiar with them. I just know they're strategy games, so that's really cool. Yeah, I'm not too. Yeah, so maybe I will do the remake of Trails. I mean, by the time we get to Trails remake, FC remake, we'll probably be at the point where like the second one's gonna come out at the rate we're going. So I mean, at the least we won't have to worry about running out of games. Okay, that's a little interesting. A lot of weaklings, but vampires on their own are weak. You have to give you something like 60% history, 50% unknown, the rest is just made up and dramatized. Yeah, it's kind of a historical fiction in that sense. Yeah, unfortunately, so some of the historical figures in ROTK are just plain made up, but they do make for great how do I say this? For great rosters for Dynasty Warriors because of that. Yeah, Three Kingdoms is always a did we get hit with anything? No. Dazzle, I forgot what that does, but I don't think it did anything. Yeah, it's always interesting, the fascination with the Three Kingdoms era. It is a very exciting time in Chinese history. Yeah, I heard that a lot of people did not appreciate the previous Dynasty Wars before Origins. So, Origins itself is kind of like a return to form from what I've heard. I have very little experience with. Yeah, it's funny. I played a bunch of Musou games, but of all things, I've never actually beaten an entire Dynasty Warriors before. We've actually played some Musou games on this stream before, but they were Zelda Musou, so we've never done a Dynasty Warriors or a Samurai Warrior. Well, that doesn't. No, that's a little sad to mention, because like the Samurai Warriors seems to be dead, unfortunately. Kind of, I would say they altered the direction of the game. I see. Yeah, you would know. Like, I leave it to you guys who have actually played the games and are experienced, because I am not the person to talk about Dynasty Warriors. Always found it quite interesting to hear Chinese figures speaking Japanese. For me, it's a little weird, but I I do know, even in China or Chinese-speaking countries, they prefer the Japanese voice actors and actresses because that's what they grew up with. So even though they try to dub, there is a Chinese dub for later Dynasty Warrior games. It's mostly the Japanese VAs are the ones that get more recognition, which is kind of, it's a little sad, but at the same time it's kind of understandable given how old Dynasty Warriors games are. Oh, I see. So right, in previous games, that's true, you would play through their story. Oh, we got level 30 for then. Oh, I didn't expect that. Strength, vitality, luck. Rose is going to get intelligence, whatever, vitality, luck. Lutz is going to get strength, agility, vitality. Oh well. Yang will get nothing. Oh, I actually forgot to... I increase his... I always forget his absorb. He has only 220. He'll get his level soon enough. Don't worry about it. Alright, we're back. To beginning. If you go through there, you'll get... I'm just gonna get this fight so Yang can get his level, but essentially you're going to run into Tiamat, so we're gonna have to crush them. Well, I'll say that, but Tiamat is pretty tough, so we can't take her lightly. Yeah, 2 female fiends and 2 male fiends. I guess it's actually it's a surprisingly balanced gender ratio for the fiends themselves. Yeah, these weaklings won't do anything, so regular vampires are of no consequence to us. They only can... Oh, I guess they can damage the mages. Oh, do you do the Ace Combat series? No. I have never played an Ace Combat, so I'm not particularly familiar with it. But it looks cool, but I'm like... I don't know if I'm the target. I mean, simulators are kind of interesting. Flight simulators are interesting, but I don't know if I'm like the right person. Like, I'm not like terribly interested in it, but I mean, I've never really actually played it, so I can't knock it. Or it's more of an arcade flight game. Oh, okay. Alright, this should get Yang his level. 536 HP, agility, intelligence, who cares, and vitality. And luck. I see. So it's more arcade. Oh, that's cool, Alright, let's look at our armor to make sure Yang has the correct absorb. 43. And they're not gonna gain level, like, realistically. I see. Okay, well, I might check it out then at some point. Cool. Alright. The planes can have like 150 missiles before that's true. Alright, we're going to use a heal. I don't know why. I should not have used heal, actually. The heal spell. Now that I think about it, but it's fine. Oh, no, we can't use house here, unfortunately. I wish we could use house, but it's not War Thunder or DCS flight sim. I see. Yeah, we want Tiamat to... We want to actually be able to kill Tiamat, so... without dying, so I like Yang not to die again. But, so, let's take care of this. We're gonna run out of, we're gonna soon run out of, potions at the rate we're going, but I think we should be okay. Yeah, we have Cure 2s if we need it, but... And Cure 3. I might have to use some of these cures because we're not going to be using fire against anybody. Alright, let's fight Tiamat. Let's begin. You try this out. They're not super long games. Sure. Alright, let's begin. She's pretty tough, so we're going to white. And then you are going to use fast immediately on these two. We're not going to use it. Lutz won't use on himself, but... You're a bloodless mute pilot. Interesting. Oh, that's not gonna do anything. At least she wasted... Oh. Oh no. Crap. That sucks. Oh, she managed to get a hit on Bane. Sucks. She got really lucky. That sucks. Oh boy, are we gonna be okay? We'll find out. Tiamat is no joke, so okay. At least that is. She is being merciful, but it sucks for Rosa. Please get rid of her. Thank you. Goodness. This, my friends, is why we have 2 mages with life. This sucks. This is really annoying. Man, they're getting really... A bloodless mute pilot is a meme from a YouTube video that's honestly a good video. Got it. Man. It really sucks that we got... Rosa's gonna be desynced too, but it's okay, you know. What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? You are not going to pretty much use... well... Cure 3... Sure, you should use it. Okay, I need to keep some lives just in case, because there are stupid enemies that will... I guess it... What do you... Yeah, thank you. Well, that's the end of the boss rush. Now it's just the final boss. So yes, now that we've cleared the fiends, all that's left is to go to the final place. Yeah, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. We got really unlucky. So, jeez. Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? Okay, just need to go up and then to the right. What time is it anyway? Alright, we made it. Now, my friends, it's time to get ready for the final boss. Oh, give me one moment. Alright, sorry, just had to tell someone something. Yeah. I may have to save, because of how late it is, I may have to save the review for another time, because it will get pretty close to the 2-hour mark when we finish, but let's begin. As you notice, there's no enemies here, so you don't have to worry about that. We've managed to get through here, so let's get ourselves up to full power. There is really no reason to hold back anymore. Yeah, I could use heal 2. No, I want to save those for if we need it. If we have life 2. Oh, I forgot I could have used life 2. Silly me. I forgot. I forgot I had life 2. Oops. So, it's all good. It's all good. I forget to. Yeah, we're gonna go with full power. Alright, it is also time to change some weapons here. So, we are going to trade the Masamune to Lutz, who will use it. And we will use the Thor hammer here. So. Oh yeah, we gotta fix the order too. We're in the wrong order. Rosa and Lutz together. Okay, so I have given, because Rosa is pretty much not going to attack, I'm going to have Lutz have the best weapon he can get, the Masamune. If you had a ninja, you could give the Masamune to him instead. Alright. And we're ready. Let's begin. Let's go see who the final boss is. Oh, wait. Garland? I thought you were dead. Remember me, Garland? Your puny lot thought it had defeated me. But the 4 fiends sent me back 2,000 years into the past. from here, I sent the 4 fiends to the future. The fiends will send me back to here in the past, and the time loop will go on. Not sure how this works, to be honest, but after 2,000 years, I will be forgotten, and the time loop will close. I will live forever, and you shall meet doom. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Alright, let's fight Oh, he is not merely Garland. He has become Chaos. Oh, crap. Welcome, my friends, to the final boss of Final Fantasy. Let's teach him a lesson. Let's end this cycle. At least, I know I wish we had final boss music, but we do not. This game does not have any boss music. So we're just gonna have to go with whatever we've got. Alright, we're gonna use white because he's dangerous. We do not. We have fast. Let's use it. Yeah, we're going to just try to make our lives easier. I'm not even gonna bother with Fade. Yeah, he has quite a lot of HP, so he's not gonna be easy to take down. Let's see if we can kill him. We just need to live. Yeah. Oh, shoot. That really sucks. And there's nothing we can do about it. Man, we are getting really unlucky with this. Shoot. I hope we'll be okay. Shoot. Wow, that really sucks. I was hoping Crack would miss, but unfortunately we are unlucky. Come on, Yang, you'll have to do all of it. Oh. Oh, okay, that's not the worst thing possible. Yeah, we cannot resurrect Glenn, so we're gonna have to do without him. Come on! It's not gonna be enough to kill. Okay. Can we do this? We gotta heal now. Heal 2. Okay, fast yourself. Let's go. We're in really bad... This is a really bad situation to be in. Yeah, might as well use on yourself. Your last fast. Please? No. Ow. Okay, it's not the worst thing he could have done. Okay. I really wish I had Glenn, but he died to Crack. So that really sucks. Go. Please don't kill. Okay. He used lightning. Yeah, we don't want this to drag on. Yes! Finally! Take that. We did it, guys. We beat the final boss. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Especially if he got really lucky and killed Glenn. Because sometimes that misses, so he's not always going to die, but... This is actually really impressive for the time. The shaking... This is the tradition of bosses fading into ashes. And so finally, we've put the end to chaos. And the whole place is tearing apart. Sorry, Glenn, you're on the ground. You made it pretty far, though. But you never got a chance to fight chaos. To smack chaos. The time loop is now broken. The 2,000-year-long battle is over. Peace prevails. No! I know, right? Control of the 4 elements. The earth, the wind, the fire, and the water. Again belongs to the earth. That sounds really weird, but it probably meant the world. Garland's hatred burned for 2,000 years. That hatred led the 4 powers to this world. Chaos was created from those 4 fiends. Yeah. I know the translation's a little bit terse, but you know, brief. Evil dominated the world and covered it in darkness. But it is over now. Wrong has been set right. The Light Warriors are returning. As they travel in time, the world returns to normal. Wonder what that means for the Sky Warriors. Will they become normal? Sarah and Jane wait for them. Of course, Garland does too. The past Garland, you mean. The present Garland. But when did it ever happen? Huh? When did whatever happen? Everything went mad in the day. The reason lies in the 2,000-year time loop. The four chose to become one force and fight against the four evil forces that set darkness upon the world. Yeah, this is starting to be a little bit weird. When the four return, it will be to their past. All signs of the battle with the forces of evil will be erased. Oh yeah, that's true, wouldn't it? But the legend will live on, passed down by the dwarves, the elves, and the dragons. Basically, they'll be recognized even if there is no proof of what they did, passed on by peoples unsure where the story came from. Because technically, by going to the past and defeating the fiends, Garland can never... You're undoing what Garland did. The Light Warriors return from their journey back in time 2,000 years. Their memories stored deep in their hearts will protect the world. Never forget the good and true. Never turn the four powers to the dark side. And truth will always live in the hearts of the people. The warrior who broke the 2,000-year time loop is truly a light warrior. That warrior was you! Yup, you did it, guys. May the crystals, orbs, always shine. Well, yeah, Warrior of Light. That's why he's called Warrior of Light in all other spin-offs. The knight of the game. He wears a blue armor despite wearing red armor in the NES. Not sure why, but I believe that's because the Amano sketch is of a blue warrior, as you see on the end. Gee, it was me. I am the light warrior. Nice, good job. And if you want to look at that, look at the impressive graphics for the time. I always find these very fascinating, how they filled up all the pixels, because this is not easy to do in actuality, given how primitive the NES is. Nice credit scene. And that's it. So yeah, essentially because they defeated the fiends in the past, everything that happened, like the fiends attacking the world, will never happen. And Garland will just be unable to do... He'll just be Garland, and he'll just be the normal Garland we fought, and we'll defeat him. And that's it. He will be defeated. So... that's all we have to do left. He was basically a loose end rather than a real threat, obviously, especially at our levels. So, no one will remember that we saved them from the fiends, but the people that helped us will, I suppose. Anyway, let's... Yeah, if you tap anything, nothing happens. So, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the game. So it's a little too late to do the review, so I'm going to just think this is actually a really good stopping point. Yeah, it's too I don't think I can review this game in 10 minutes basically, and it's late. So I guess that's the end of the playthrough. We'll go ahead and do it. We'll do a little review. Probably I'll do it in the time slot before the late night stream Zelda. But so the rest of this week we won't do Corpse Party until next week, so that will be the start of the new game, so tune in then. And as for the rest of the week, I'll probably leave it to Zelda or whatever game, because that's about to end too, which is funnily enough, we're in the finale for Zelda as well. So it will be the games that were normally in the Tuesday Thursday slots. So so we won't have a new main game until next week, and I will announce the at the beginning of that stream, we will announce the results of the Pokemon poll. So if you are interested in voting for the Pokemon game after Corpse Party, please feel free to stop by. You have the rest of the week to do so. And yeah, I guess thank you all for watching to the end of the stream. So we're gonna stop here. If we did enjoy the stream, we do have a Discord where you can discuss this game and other games of interest, or you can follow us on Facebook or X or Blue Sky down below. We have archives of previous streams on that YouTube channel, and I will take care of that. And yeah, if you did enjoy this, we will see you again for the next main game on Monday. And if you want your kid catch us on, there will be a review. I'll announce where it is. Probably tomorrow I'll do the review, so I'll actually have time, and I won't be it won't be near my bedtime. Yeah. The rest of the week will just be Zelda and other thing, and maybe at next game, which I won't reveal here. But yeah, feel free to vote in the Pokemon poll in the Discord. So I guess that's it for now. I hope it was great. We finally finished it. I know, I can't believe it, right? But I guess, as always, 晚安, which means good night, and 下次再见 means see you next time, and 谢谢收看 if means thank you for watching. 求神祝福们, may God bless you. 愿你的一天有福, may your day be full of blessing. Hope you guys had a good one, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think, and yeah, if you want to know, if you reset, you'll just be back to the save you had before you entered the Temple Fiend. So that's nothing to really say about that, in case you were wondering. But yeah, have